Oh, back to north. As you can see here, I'm just doing a little hand feeding. I like to spread the bloodworms around because the dominant fish will get them all otherwise. And we need to make sure our weak ones get a little. But, you know, our weak guys are hanging in there. And they both had a little to eat. This guy's been picked on. That's why he's upset. You can see he's got a couple peck marks on him. And he's a big male, so the juveniles are giving him a hard time. I could move him into a breeding station, but he'll just get... I need to use those. He needs to cope. This one's not getting picked on. You can see she's actually dropped her stress bars significantly. Her color's still down. Her fins aren't the greatest, but she's got weight to gain. So it's day by day with those two. The other two I got, like this one here, Frank. My girlfriend calls him Frank. Completely healed. He's happy up front. No problems. He was in trouble too, but not he wasn't as bad off as those two. And then the other one is up here. No name given. It's a male. And Big Bertha here she likes him, so I put them back together. I tested one of my other males with her to see if he's fertile, and he's just not right now. He's too young. This male is probably close to 2 years old, I was told, so he should be fertile. We're just waiting. We're fattening her up to get to her next round of eggs. Her belly's getting there. She's probably a couple days out, and we're gonna let them try. She's very comfortable with him. She's a very hidey, shy fish, but with him, she's very secure. And this is our normal pair. We're waiting for them to go off as well. I've got to clean up the poop today. Same deal, just give them lots of protein and wait for their next round. These are the ones you've seen produce babies, but this guy murders them all. They're hoping that's going to stop soon. I tried to separate him out, but when I did that, she just ate her eggs. So I don't know. I might actually pull this male and just throw a different one in and try and force pair her with another male and see what we get. But I don't think it's going to be any different. These two really like each other, and I might as well just let them keep trying. But overall, Hank's doing really good. Colors are good. Eels out. I even seen some coolie loach this morning. The rare coolie loach appearance. The pygmy cuckoo catfish are all happy. That tends to be a fish that'll hide on you too. If your conditions are out, you won't see the catfish. They won't come out if the water's nasty, you won't see them. Same with the eel. If something's off, they hide. All those fish will hide. So they're good indicator fish. And the pygmy cuckoo catfish, you'll notice in several of my videos, and we might even get a shot of it here if I keep watching them, but they groom your discus. If there's any dead skin or even external parasites, these fish will go up and nibble them off, kill them and nibble them off. So they're an added layer of protection for your shoal. Worth every penny. Very expensive, very hard to get because they're hard to breed and they're slow growing babies. It literally takes the babies almost a year to get a little over half this size when they're growing. These are adult size now because they're the pygmy version, and you want to make sure you get the pygmy version because there's another version that's not pygmy and it'll get about 7 inches long, which is too big to do the grooming thing for your discus. A fish that size could probably do harm. But these guys, no problem. Perfect size. They don't scare the discus. The discus recognize what they're doing and allow them to do it. I'm trying to follow them around to see if we can get you if we can find one, because they do it randomly. And they'll pay more attention to the sick ones too. They literally look after your cichlids. And they do this because they use cichlids to raise their babies, just like the cuckoo bird uses other birds to look after its eggs. So they will lay their eggs near the cichlid eggs, and their babies will hatch first and go up and eat the eggs. And then the cichlid babies think, oh, my eggs have hatched, and raise the cuckoo catfish babies. So they have a vested interest in the health of their host cichlids, and they groom them and care for them and look after them as a result. One of the coolest fish I've ever had. I like unique, different animals, like my cat's a sphinx, you know, the eel in this tank. I've never seen, when I was young, we never had these eels available to us. That is one of the coolest fish I ever had. Eats out of my hands, totally trusts me. Peaceful as it gets, doesn't bother my fish. Swims up alongside my discus, and my discus accepts him like he's another discus. No fear. Those catfish always do that. They do little rubs on the rocks. This is part of their behavior. Looks like flashing, but it's not. They've done it since day one. It's an occasional thing. All fish do that occasionally. There's my video for today. Fish are doing good. But yeah, I guess on a final note, you can see that all my fish are completely still healthy. There's nothing wrong. 2 of the 4 that I did not quarantine have completely recovered. The other 2 are still fighting because they were so far gone. But the fact that they're still alive a month later, when they probably would have died in days otherwise, is a testament to my process. They were 2 of the sickest looking fish I've ever seen, and yet they did not infect or negatively affect any of my strong, healthy fish in my tank. They were carrying a pathogen. Pathogen would have been bacterial, and the bacteria would have been sort of predatory. It was feeding on them and killing them. And that, I suppose, could have jumped into my fish, but I'm running so much UV on this system, and it has to travel through the water and multiply in the water before it gets to a point that it would hurt my fish. You see, the only reason the bacteria even entered the sick fish was because the water was so bad that the bacteria count from a parts per million perspective was incredibly high, and the fish's immune systems became overwhelmed by it, and then it entered their bodies. My fish have very strong immune systems. My fish's immune systems will resist that bacteria. The only way that bacteria would enter my fish is if my tank was in a poor state of condition for weeks and weeks on end. You see, I knew what I was dealing with. I knew the best course of action for the sick fish was to put them in my super clean water. And I knew that the pathogenic bacteria that was killing the fish that I was trying to save could not perform in my water. And everybody's still safe, right? No. But go ahead and do the paranoid thing. Stick the 2 fish sick in a 20-gallon tank without any other fish to comfort them. And then throw a whole bunch of meds at them when their kidneys are already about to fail. I would have killed those fish for sure. At least now they have a chance. 2 of them have recovered. 2 of them still fighting. None of my fish are sick. Quarantine's overrated. You gotta learn to read your fish.